The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you going round and proud of us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 107, Nasdaq up 60, S&P's up 16. I see you went to the Sherwin-Williams store this morning.
I enjoy the show when we're at record prices, so why not? Let's do it again.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's Kelly Green, man.
Yeah.
I like it. Bond, gold down 490, trading at 15.69. We get silver down 9 cents, $17.69. Light sweet crude up 79 cents, $50.36. Crude still having a tough time here. Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year down 11 ticks, 131. The 30-year off 23, 162.14. Now that being said, folks, you went higher yesterday. You had volume. We're pulling back today. It already rejected lower price. We'll see how this shakes out at the end of the day. King dollar is going to be something to really watch today because King dollar is down 96 ticks, trading 98.736. King dollar has been trying to get back inside its upper trend line. It just hit it today. This is like a classic technical setup. It will make or break it, but the bottom line is that thus far, it's failed. So we'll see where this shakes out. The euro is at 109, the yen is at 109.85, and the pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade. Think of Swim as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Kevin and his team, outstanding show here every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, awesome program. If you haven't test-driven yet, the Thinkorswim platform, so easy to do. You're sitting on the site right now. Hit the banner. Bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money each and every day. It's an outstanding platform. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You know, really interesting day today. And I'm going to tell you, this day isn't as surprising as you think because yesterday I did a little segment on one of the shows here at TD Ameritrade where I talked about the information you're getting was very tricky yesterday, but look at it's one of those things. You can hear the rhetoric, you can hear the news, you can hear the reports.
Yes.
But people bet money, and that's the truest form of information you can get on these markets. And yesterday, guys, Disney was up and Starbucks was up. And if this coronavirus
that's cool, yeah.
What was still going on or not dissipating in some way, those stocks wouldn't start rallying, and they did yesterday.
Right.
And so sure enough, what comes out last night, President Xi talks, the advance of this virus is starting to slow.
Yep.
And that's all that these markets need. The risk-off assets that were firm to up, even in an up day yesterday, are now down today. And I think that's a confirmation. And what you guys just mentioned at the beginning of the show, crude oil. Crude oil finally getting on board and showing some signs of life here is another confirmation that it looks like the appearances are that the coronavirus in China is starting to at least slow down in its advance.
Which would be so cool.
Yes.
That's, that would be a big relief, particularly for people in China, man.
Boy. And on
but
some
I mean,
of those
think of it. You could make a watch list, guys, of all the stocks affected by China, right? And Disney closing Shanghai Disney and Starbucks, this is where all their growth is. Those are names you could watch and see how they move because that's where people are going to bet the money. You know, rhetoric is great, but it doesn't pay the bills. Watch where the money is bet.
Yes.
And it's bet in these names and in these risk-off assets.
And you know what's interesting is that the Starbucks in China, folks, are much larger than the Starbucks around here. Like, their big competitor over there is Lucky, and Lucky is everywhere, man.
Yeah.
But the Starbucks, they're like 5 times bigger than the Starbucks here. I mean, you walk in, and it's like, oh, my God, you're talking
Pretty
like
cool.
5,000 square feet or something. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's a very large number. And my point is that them reopening is a big deal because there'll be a lot of people in there.
Right.
Sure.
There'll be a lot of people in
Right.
there, so.
And, bonds tried to make a little comeback here. They were down, tried to make a little comeback when they released the text of Jerome Powell's statement. to Congress today because it was, as you would think, it was kind of dovish. His mandate for the next 2 days is to stay as little as possible, I think, to affect these markets.
Yeah,
so
no,
he said they're watching the coronavirus, they're paying attention to it, but he wasn't willing to go say anything definitive, and I don't blame him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because not airborne, because no one knows. That's the real bottom line.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
but it would be great
we don't.
if you get a contraction of the amount of cases. It's a big deal. It's
Yeah.
a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really surprised, Kevin and Tom, is that, like, SARS was so big, but now this is bigger, but the kill rate of SARS was much more dramatic.
Yes, right.
You know, so it's like,
And
wow.
still only 13 cases in the entire United States.
Right.
And all of them linked, except one, I think all of them is linked to someone who was in China and came over here. There was
Yes.
one husband and wife that passed it from one person to the other. But so, you know, whether it's something that everyone should be paying attention to and monitoring, but it looks like as of right now, these things are starting to dissipate.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what's amazing, Kevin, is that, you know, and I think this, it seems it's a reoccurring deal, like whether it's ever 5, 10, 15 years or whatever. When these markets move, man, it seems like it's always technology that it just takes them up. And then it's like, okay, so the technology starts moving the markets. Then they really stop moving the markets. Then it's like, okay, hold it. Like, are we accelerating that dramatically? And in a lot of cases, we do.
Right.
You know, I mean,
it's probably the easiest place to expand on those multiples, right? Because technology is going to increase. It's going to grow at a faster rate.
Right.
All right, we'll increase the PE or we'll increase the multiples because we're a technology company. So that could make sense in that regard. But like you said, a lot of the times they're doing it.
They're doing
just-
it,
yeah.
and what there's no doubt. I mean, sometimes I look at this market and say, okay, it's like 1999, 2000, but the other side of that is that these companies are making money hand over fist. Then it's not the eyeball market, folks.
Apple's taking in $1 billion
real
a day,
money,
right?
real money. And 2000, folks, what happened is that these companies were going up, but they were losing money hand over fist, and people were monetizing eyeballs, supposedly. That was like so wild. So it really is going to be wild watching this thing shake out, man.
And remember, if you want to watch these companies that you guys are talking about, and you know, semiconductors and chips and all that, it's the NASDAQ.
Yes.
Right, and that's usually most days is going to have the biggest beta, like the biggest percentage moves on the upside, biggest percentage moves on the downside. That's where you can get a lot of information. Think about it. The FANG stocks are 30% of the NASDAQ.
Right.
Right? So right there, you get such a good little small picture of the overall economy. And that being said, Apple is in 3 of the 4 major indices.
Yeah.
So Apple's obviously going to affect these markets whenever it trades.
Those
so
SMHs,
there
we
are so
just
many
pulled-
ways you can just get an advanced look at these markets.
I didn't even see they were up this much, man.
Is
The
that wild?
SMH up 2%. We just looked
This
at it.
is just today. SMH is up
NVIDIA's
2%.
up 2.8%.
Right.
AMD's up 3.6%. It's just,
They rule.
they do.
And it makes sense.
Remember, they had such a slow start to last year as they were working through some inventory. Micron was trading at really low levels, and now they're all on the warpath.
I like it. On
Warpath.
the warpath. Folks, 45 minutes from right here. Outstanding program. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the program.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks,
you.
Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 119, Nasdaq up 73, S&P's up 19.5. And you can take a look, the Nasdaq, you can see, we're way away from where this breakout area was. Your breakout area.
It's a breakout because it just keeps going.
Exactly.
No.
That was on February 4th.
Yes.
Blows away the 92.87, and you're up 300 points.
Yeah. And, I was looking just because I had it up. I had it jumping around since I had it up.
Yeah.
The lift, one-day move, we're going to cover it. Kevin didn't get to it. So 472. They come out with their earnings after the bell. 53.80. Lyft's traded higher since Uber had their earnings. So they have a high bar now to come in with.
Yeah.
Uber said they were going to be profitable by
last quarter.
This year.
Right.
As opposed to 2021. And Uber charged higher as well, but both of them, quite a charge. Uber up a bit again today, but I was going to look at, as you mentioned, right, the run. So the S&P's backing it up. Really, I just want to get kind of these months, but you back it up to where we were January 31st, 3212. 160 S&P points. You're talking about basically 5%, and it's February 11th, and that was January 31st.
That is amazing.
Yeah, you can't overstate it. I said to you, that is Friday, the day we pulled back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even with the pullback on Friday, the S&P ended last week up 3.2%. I don't think a lot of people would have realized it was that big of a week, especially with the Dow down about 200 points on Friday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just gangbusters.
Intense.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. Now, we'll go to the other side of that. The other side of that is natural gas, folks. Okay? We'll get natural gas on Thursday.
Yep.
But look at that breakdown.
I can't see it. Where is it? Show me.
Seriously,
oh,
man.
my goodness. Yeah.
And what it did yesterday, the bottom line was consolidating out here for 2.5 weeks, and it broke.
Boy, oh
broke
boy,
the
man.
consolidation.
Can we put it on one of those longer ones?
Yeah.
Just when you get
No, wait to see it.
Because remember, I always remember it's lower highs and lower lows continually, going back like 20 years.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on a 50-year.
Perfect. Because this is the one. Lower lows, lower highs.
So a 30-year monthly.
Sounds good.
Because I have the quarterly other than that.
Okay.
30 years ago.
The cloud's thinking.
It is,
It's
man.
thinking. It's saying 30 years of natural gas data. Okay, we're working. But, yeah, 170 handle. I hadn't seen it yet. So it looks like yesterday, Monday, that's when it got from that 180, opened to 177.
There we go.
There we go.
So you get a swing here. That's 2016, I think, right? 2016.
Yep.
Was that 161?
Yes.
Yeah, 161 there.
Yep.
You break that, and then you're back to
162.
yeah, that's
which is
1999.
Good old party like it's 1999.
Totally. And then 125 was 1995.
Look how it's sputtered. From the early 90s,
Yeah.
you got your occasional spike, but you were still sitting at 165 in the late 90s.
Right.
Then you have the huge run up, but then I guess I'm looking at since 2005, right? The high was 1578, then the high is 1369, then you get a high in 2014 of 649, then you get this high of 492, then you get even the high that we just had back in November, which is a far cry from where we are now, 290. Man, we were just at November.
Yeah.
And we're sitting at
This is pretty intense, man. I mean, it's saying, hey, we got plenty of energy.
I mean, there's, and you're at critical level right here, man. Just even going back to 2012, right? I mean,
Yeah.
look at those three right there.
Oh,
just critical level, even going back to that chart right there.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, well, let's go right to oil because, oil's getting a little pop out here. But let me tell you something. Let's see, if I put this generic contract up, oil is teetering, and I believe it's 50.61 inside this continuous contract. The longer you stay underneath there,
Boy, that run from the
longer
peak.
it's saying it's going to go to 42. I'm putting this back 20 years.
Okay.
So
We'll see some volatility in this chart.
yeah, you will, and you're going to see that this is a crucial area we're at because it only has to get like a buck below this, and 42 will come at us.
It's amazing when you think about the supply and demand forces that have gone into this chart over 20 years, right? You have I guess it doesn't quite make it back, but yeah, you're looking at almost Gulf War all the way back. You're looking at the crisis in 2008, crisis in 2014. And so much, now we have so much renewable energies. Now
Right.
we produce so much oil ourselves in the U.S. The Middle East supply is not what it used to be.
No,
Yeah.
and you can see so you had this consolidation here. The bottom of that consolidation is 50.52, right where we're
Okay.
at, and then your next leg is 42.36.
Sure.
So,
Yep.
and the Exxon Mobils of the world. Bottom line is that they're down there.
Something interesting about oil being above $50, though. Not something, that's a big
Yeah.
number because 49.50 yesterday. That's right. If it starts getting into 49 as the usual handle,
Yeah.
it's dicey.
No doubt. So you get oil, ExxonMobil at 60.85. Now, what's intriguing here, and you get support definitely down here at 56, 57. But if it ever
Okay.
breaks that, it's like it's pretty
Man,
intense.
and where did we just come back from?
Yeah.
Even like the beginning of the run there from lower. Wow, it's amazing. July of 16.
$95.
Yeah, and it's been a
95.
steady, you've
Right.
gotten your big runs, $12, $15 runs to
Right.
the upside. But boy, talk about a well-defined channel to the downside.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a story about Exxon. What has happened, folks, is that there it is, scrutinized an employee travel budgets
I
after
heard this,
the
yeah.
profit miss.
Look at
So-
they get it in red.
And well,
That's quite a
it's
consultant coming in when you're in a red breaking news on Bloomberg.
right. And what's so unusual about it is that even at the debacle in 2007, 2008, they didn't scrutinize their travel budgets.
Okay.
But
Well, maybe
guess what?
somebody in the team learned from it and
Yeah.
said, hey, guess what? You know what's an easy place to
Yeah.
trim some fat?
When you have 71,000 employees and the way that airlines and hotels charge money,
Well, we just heard Apple, right? Apple has 50 first-class fares a day going to China.
Right.
What is their travel budget like in China? My goodness, right?
right.
So,
No,
yeah.
you can bring some prices down.
Yeah.
Now, to stay with Exxon just for a second, looking at it, look at this. It's a 5.72% dividend.
Yeah.
So there'll be some buyers there.
I
man.
agree,
There'll
man,
be some
'cause
buyers. That's
all you got to do is, if you go down 1%, you're printing cash in this environment. You know, I mean, it's
right.
but you could.
Right.
If your equity finished 1% lower every year, you're getting back 5+% in dividends. You're making out huge when
Oh, yeah.
the 10 years at
Yeah.
1.5, 1.6.
It's a big number.
Yeah.
Inside the NDX 100, which is the name of the game here, T-Mobile. Oh, that's a big number. What's amazing is that you always hear that the market always knows where it's supposed to go, right? And well, in T-Mobile and Sprint's case, they didn't.
Yeah.
Because Sprint, folks,
Talk about not priced into the equity.
Yeah, look at it. It was a $5 stock yesterday, and it's an $8.31 stock today.
And that's where you could. It's remarkable, and this one, not really insider information, right? If you're a legal scholar, if you're somehow able, I was thinking about this morning, right? If you're able to sit in that case,
right,
and get a good indication, and that information's out there. It's not non-public. You're just making an analysis of the information of the cases getting presented.
That's right.
You say, you know what, man? I think this judge is going to rule in their favor.
Right.
Just a remarkable acceleration.
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. And some of the other let me see. United Armour? No, what is
Under Armour.
What is that?
UA.
Thank you. Now this
not faring too well this morning.
These numbers are disaster, folks.
They got a lot of disasters going on. That chairman, aren't they under investigation for basically fixing their numbers for a period of time? That was the October.
We'll come back with Under Armour.
Look at that. It's back down. That's where it spiked on the news that the CEO just stepped down 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
They had an investigation going on, a criminal probe, I believe it was, and we're right back down there.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Drive that market, baby. We get the Dow up 124, NASDAQ up 79, S&P's up 20. And if we do go back to UA, right?
Yes, Under Armour.
So you get Under Armour. You know, you can see the gaps down 18 into the 15, 12 area.
Huge.
We put this up on a longer-term basis. And you're going
Trouble.
to see it's a mess.
Yeah.
Now watch these numbers, though. This is there's an inventory number that is just a mind blower. Meaning,
They could have been maybe the top one even.
Was it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, they had a 1 there.
right there.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. So past few months, executives promised that 2020 would be coming out party for brand new company.
I think the third paragraph there, revenue in 2020 going to trail the consensus estimate of $5.51 billion by a wide margin. So missing that. I did see the big headline because it's sensational. $50 to $60 million they're putting the coronavirus at right away in the next few months, with more harm down the line because they're huge in China in terms of what they're doing there. Considering another restructuring, one could cost as much as $425 million. No, we're looking for, I don't see the raw numbers.
What happens?
Let me just go back.
We'll go back. What we're looking for is the
Maybe the second one?
Yeah, is the where do you see the inventory number, folks? This is where companies, number one, can get in trouble.
This is going to be their spin, their press
and
release.
number two, this will give it to us, I think. Okay, revenue is up 4% to 1.4 billion. Where's the net loss? Was 15 million.
I think this is the company's press release.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Inventory.
Decreased 12%. Well,
maybe they were looking for a big.
It actually, from that might be for the year, right? Because quarter over quarter, it went up exponentially, and that is an indication, folks. Okay, that I'm not quite sure how they do their books, but watch how this works. You can do your books. You're Under Armour, right? You can do your books. You can send your inventory out to a store or to wholesale centers, right? And mark that sold.
Yes.
Or you can send it out there, and it's not sold until you actually get paid for it.
Still,
okay?
Sure. Yep.
That
it's an
number,
asset on your
that number went up exponentially, and I'm talking about like something like from 300 million to 788 million.
Okay.
That's a real problem because what happens, folks? If you had fencing or you had something that doesn't go bad, that would be one thing. But they get clothes. Clothes change so quick. It's you know what I'm saying?
Out of style, man.
Right.
I do see on the earnings front that they came in for the fiscal year. Yeah. They're looking 10 to 13 cents. 46 was the estimate. So a huge miss there across the board. So some big problems, along with, as I mentioned, they're only back to the gap that they had when it came out that they're under investigation for possibly basically fixing their books, tweaking things already. So maybe it had to do with what you're talking about. They might be shifting back some of those classifications.
Yes, when it goes up that quick.
That they said, you know what, if they're going to come in and they're going to look at every type of accounting game we're playing, maybe that money shouldn't be counted as revenue just yet, and we'll put it back on the books as a cost of good.
Yeah. So you had, I believe we got a new all-time high in the Dow, too. The Dow is trying to get up there. Let's see. So 29,408, 29,414.
Hey, it's not a...
Right on time for Basil Chapman to ride the wave.
That's right. We got to be at a peak, man, because we're at all-time highs in the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ.
That's right.
So that, what peak are we at?
Yeah, exactly.
And interesting, Basil talked about the SMHs, right?
Yeah.
In the workshop he's doing on Thursday. Nice segment, didn't even plan it, but he talks about looking for those ETFs as an indicator in the market, looking for the SMHs. And I believe that's what he was talking about, whether it was January 21st was the date reference. So there's your January 21st SMH, along with the market. I mean, the SMH driving the market driving the SMHs. We took a look at even jumping around, right, to see where even NVIDIA, I mean, just huge. It just doesn't stop, man. Look at that chart since June.
I know.
We're now, all right, when I was doing... Yeah, it was that quick. It was when I was doing the show Friday, maybe? No, yesterday. It was up at 260. I was saying almost a 100% pop. Now we're at 272 the very next day. And AMD, just mammoth, man.
Yeah.
The cloud needs their chips.
The cloud needs their chips. We all need the chips.
We do.
The bottom line is, folks, the expectation, going back 15, 20 years was that chips are going to be everywhere. Well, now we're there. That's the reality. Because these electric vehicles are going to put chips literally everywhere.
Yeah, interesting segue to Lyft, right? So we got Lyft coming out. I was thinking, so I think Uber lost a battle in, I want to say California, for classifying their workers. It's going to be a long, drawn-out legal battle there, but they lost one part of that or something. I said, you know what? They don't even have to worry about this for too long, man. There's going to be self-driving cars. This battle of classifying workers on Lyft and Uber, it's going to play out for 10 years or something,
Right.
But they're not going to need these workers. Because I was thinking about it, I was saying, that would be a huge one. If
Wow.
you lose,
No, it's the truth.
you're going to have to pay your executives, right? But they're probably already classified as workers. In terms of your gig economy, there was already some company that got approved yesterday, I think, for delivering groceries. They have vehicles that just travel at 25 miles an hour.
Okay.
They have like 2,500 vehicles, and they said these would be the first ones to be approved because, nobody's in them, so they're unmanned. Only go 25 miles an hour. There's a lot less risk. They're already approved. Like today, we're living there, man.
Wow.
When you think about self-driving vehicles doing 25 miles an hour, showing up with your groceries, the door opens, you take them out, the door closes, it drives back to the grocery store by itself. So we'll see what Lyft comes out with. But
and when we talk about the aspect of delivering groceries, because of the coronavirus in China, folks, right? All these grocery companies were going out of business.
I believe it.
Until the coronavirus hit. And now what's going on? Yeah, what's going on now, and big players are in there. Alibaba has a big position in there. KK, one of the big firms, not KKR, just one of the big firms in Silicon Valley have a big number.
Okay.
And what has happened is that they've gone up exponentially.
Because any type of food they have that's deliverable is...
They're still getting food every day. They said what ends up happening, let's say they had 100 orders, now they're getting 1,000 orders a day.
Okay,
it's that traumatic. So instead of getting delivered...
no one wants to go to the grocery store. They want somebody just to show up and drop it off.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
Keep it outside the door. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Open it up. But that was like,
It makes sense. I mean, those types of places. You saw yesterday WeWork shutting down a lot of places. I mean, that's like the last place you want to go to is a community workspace. Or any type of community, right?
Crazy.
So you have Powell out there speaking right now. Some of the headlines coming out there. I saw that he's talking about, where's these? Yeah, they're going to continue their bill purchases at least into the second quarter and repo activity into April to build up reserves to a point where we don't have to do this regularly. So I'm sure the market liking that as it's just barely ticking up as well.
They've been doing it regularly since 2008. So
I know,
I can't wait to see what that means.
And he's steering clear of the coronavirus, as you may expect. Too early to say whether it will lead to persistent and material changes. I think he had mentioned, there's going to be some effect, but in terms of a real effect, persisting, material, ongoing, he's staying out of that for the time being, as you may expect.
Yeah, well, you can see he came out, that one of the statements I read this morning, he came out and said, hey, I think we might have went overboard on the amount of places that are shut down. Let's get this place going.
Okay.
So they want to get this industrial cities back up. Doesn't mean they can.
He's got 3 billion people to control over there. So, of course, he's saying maybe it's time for a little bit more freedom for the people we just locked down, right?
I think he just wants production.
No, I would agree.
They'll sacrifice so many people for production.
British Airways canceled all the way through April.
Right.
This
Same
morning.
with Delta.
It's just mammoth,
Huge. Dow Industrials up 112. Nasdaq up 77. S&P's up 18. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get the competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 129, Nasdaq up 84, S&Ps are up 20, and New Hampshire. New Hampshire, we have a primary out there today. We'll see where this baby shakes up, and we'll see if they can make it through. It's not a caucus state, so I suspect they're going to make it through just fine.
I hope they do away with Iowa getting that first notch. Seems like they've lost that privilege, man. Good old New Hampshire. Why not give them the first crack at things? But yeah, first primary. It's crazy we're here. It's February. The general's in November, man. It's going to be here before you know it.
It is.
And what day is Super Tuesday, I wonder? Because that's when things really, Tuesday 2020, because that's when the whole thing really swings open. March 3rd.
That's early.
March 3rd. So we got
we're here.
3 weeks about. Leap year, 29 days in February. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about 3 weeks. And a lot gets decided on Super Tuesday. I believe you have New Hampshire. We're going to get Vegas after New Hampshire. You got South Carolina, which will be a big one after that, and then Super Tuesday not far after that. But voting starting at midnight. Dixville Notch, right? I was just telling you. I think Bloomberg got a couple write-ins in there.
Okay.
They had 4 Democrats, 1 Republican, and I know Bloomberg got a couple write-ins, which was interesting, of course. Yeah. But he's a New York guy, New Hampshire.
And Dixville Notch, it's gorgeous up there, folks. Not many people up there, but it's beautiful.
There's 5.
It's the
5 voters at least.
It's the top of Mount Washington.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not the top. It's still going to go up from there, but that's where it is. You know?
Nice.
Remember the Mount Washington Hotel? We stayed
I'm not sure.
Times.
We stayed a few places.
Yeah.
Good skiing up in New Hampshire, Vermont, totally.
Right.
What are you looking at? How about Hasbro? We haven't talked about this one yet. It's good to be in the toy business when movies that are animated are crushing it, let alone superhero movies. We'll call them Star Wars superheroes. That's sci-fi. So posted earnings topping analyst estimates. Toys based on Frozen 2. I believe that was the highest grossing animated movie, right? Eclipsing maybe Frozen 1 itself. But Star Wars helped it overcome the fallout from President Trump's trade war with China. Shares jumped the most in almost 7 months, excluding some items. Profit of $1.24 a share outpaced the 88-cent average projection. Revenue rose 3% to $1.43 billion. The Pawtucket, Rhode Island-based toy maker said Tuesday. Just shy of the estimates of $1.44. Let's jump over to Hasbro and see how we're trading. Oh, what happened there?
Gave it up?
They gave up like $7. Not like $7, more than $7. So up to 110.27. This is what's always interesting. What happened on that earnings call, man?
Yeah.
No, it looks like it went okay, but when the market opens, buyers and sellers says, nope, we're not agreeing with that 110 price. I have to wonder, that has to be a tough, tough business to continually deliver, right? It's when you get to sell Frozen 2 toys, and every little kid, I imagine, that saw it wants one. things are going easy, but is there always going to be? I mean, Disney, I'm a Disney bull, but they just had a banner year, man. $10 billion in box offices.
Right. What are you going to do for me now?
Can they do that every year?
What are you going to do for me now? Yeah. So you got a high-end consolidation out here. I mean, that's not bad. You know, April of 2017, you know, it's still at the same price, but, you know, that's the bottom line is that I'd say they made 2.6% dividend. They probably made it through the worst, meaning getting by this big TAF issue. I don't know how much their TAFs went down, if they did yet. But that's a huge tax.
And they've kind of navigated part of that transition from away from toys to the technology.
Oh, yeah.
So they're now aware that they have to almost tie in, right? They're taking the movies the kids love on their tablet and they're making toys. They're doing that type of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's
cool. That's a good business, man.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Let's get over to that gold mark and take a look at the gold. They just whacked gold in a big way here. That thing just went down $20, I think. No, not 20
Fed Chairman Powell maybe saying we're going to keep buying,
Let's see.
keep pumping cash into the market.
Let's see. So here we go. So you got it down 12.7. Oh, that's the wrong contract. GC. Okay, here we go. April contract down 13.20.
Yep.
So, that's nothing. Okay, so you got 160,000.
Held up relatively well for the market
has.
at all-time highs.
Yeah. So, yeah, this will be good actually because this is what we did. You're going into a 349,000 contract, so you are pulling back. But that was a fast move if we bring this up. So whatever he just dropped in.
That sure was, man. Just literally right now.
Right.
We got question and answer going on. We're off the prepared remarks, I imagine. Quite a bar, yeah.
The bar just went from what 62 to 74.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So the GDX. Let's go look at the actual equities. Yeah, that didn't hit them. Now this is interesting. So on the way up, folks, what has happened is the GDX hasn't got enough volume to basically get through, you know, this congestion area. But yet, in the way down today, it's going to be really light volume too. So that is saying that the bulls and bears are still going to be fighting this out. Oh, the dollar. Wait till you see this. This is such a classic. I did this morning. This is going to be the... And what I'm talking about is that the dollar came right up, you know, to...
Yep.
This one here is a little bit off, I guess, but the bottom, you know, if I brought that just a little bit down, you can see you're coming right up to that trend line, meaning it's trying to bust back into this upper trend. And this has been quite a move, man. Now, I'll do this intraday, and you're going to see that, you know, bottom line is spiked higher, come back lower again. I suspect there's going to be fighting all day long.
Yeah, I mean, that sell-off starting at 8:30. That was a quick one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know if that was the context of Powell's speech, because
they might have come out.
The speech come out prior to him basically getting on.
And that's why it gets interesting when they get into the question and answer, because the speech, highly prepared, not going to get anything that, you know, but in a question and answer, not that it'd make a mistake, it just may cover something. He said, I wasn't going to put this in the remarks, but if you're asking me, this is what we're doing, right? This is what we're feeling,
Bitcoin.
Yeah, how about it? The run continues.
That climbed basically in a subtle basis. But this is, like, when you look at this is like crazy. So 3 months ago, it was at 6,400.
Yep.
They were 10,000.
So you're up 50%. That's why people like trading cryptos, man. Up 50% so far in 2020.
Exactly. And then watch, when you look at this from the lows to the highs.
Though.
That's
a dicey. That doesn't look as promising, man. What is this, a monthly? Okay.
That's a monthly.
I mean, January, they were writing best January for Bitcoin in like 7 years or something like that. Now, that's just January's, though, so that's a little bit selective. But, boy, that's a dicey chart when you think about it. I mean, you don't have to be a charting professional to say, where are we going here, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's quite a matchup of pretty critical level that we're at right now.
Yeah. No, this is a level that, just like the dollar, it's going to be, you know, they're going to fight it out here, man. Yeah. You bust this downtrend line, you'll get some action here. So, and you know, the way this, technically the way it works is that you got 3 points of price, and that's all you really need. Do you know what I mean? The more you have, the better up. That's a real deal.
And you can raise the bar a little bit or something, you know, but you're right there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crypto.
Bitcoin's not going away anytime soon.
No,
10,000.
it's not. Dow Industrials right now up 109. You get the Nasdaq up 78. S&Ps are up 17.5. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Basil Chapman will be hosting a 90-minute live webinar for subscribers to his daily trading service, The Opening Call, Thursday, February 13th from 4 till 5:30 p.m. Basil will host his live webinar titled The Dark Cloud Cover, an Essential Market Analysis. In this 90-minute webinar, Basil will discuss the techniques he uses when identifying market downturns using his Chapman wave, including how he uses specific ETFs like the SMH Semiconductor ETF as a canary in the coal mine leading indicator when looking for market downturns. By identifying particular weaknesses in the market technicals, Basil's able to identify the severity of the market reaction, and this is just one of many topics he'll be covering. To sign up now for the opening call, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on this special 90-minute live webinar with Basil Chapman, Thursday, February 13th. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 96, Nasdaq's up 76, S&P's up 16.5. Let's go to our man Charlie in Framingham. Charlie, what's going on?
Hey, my man, or men, how you doing?
Hey, Charlie. Morning.
We're doing great. Great to hear from you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Hope you're doing well. It sounds like you guys are, and we're doing well up here.
That's
Good.
a beautiful thing.
I think you got the symbol there, GB.
Yes.
I'm in it.
Okay, cool. So it's Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, folks. This basically follows Bitcoin, but yet it has a premium of 28.69%. But that's how it's been trading for quite some time. So you're in it right now, Charlie. So let's see. We're going up to the 1202. It's taking that out. It's going to have the volume. Let me pull this up. I mean, that puts game at 1291. That's how this is kind of shaking out here. You know, Well,
I've got a sell in for 14.10. I guess I'm overly optimistic.
no, you're not, because that's the next swing high is 1740, man. I mean,
June 28th of last year, that week.
June 28th. Okay, so let's go like this. XBT, and let me see what June 28th is, because that's September.
Yeah, it's going to be, there you go, 14,000.
Ooh.
Yeah.
10 to 14,000. Well, you know, when Tommy, we just brought this up, it's at a crucial point right now.
Sure,
I mean,
Bitcoin in general,
it can break that downtrend. I mean, it's right at the line. Well, you know, Bud, you're right in its territory. This is a classic, Bud Rolfs. You break that line, and we're going to Mars. Forget the moon now.
Why not, man?
Charlie, great hearing from you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, stay right
Thanks,
there, folks.
Charlie.
We got Think of Swim coming up next. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go vote, folks.
That's right. It's New Hampshire.